This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, welcome to Isha Training Solutions. Thanks for joining. We'll start our day one session. So in the demo session, what happened is that we pretty much learned about why we have to use AppDynamics, in what way it is going to benefit for each and everyone. In that way, we learned AppDynamics, right? Yeah. So now we are going to see one by one all the capabilities of AppDynamics. Okay. So first of all, we should have an understanding that what are all the agents that are supported by AppDynamics. Because I'll tell you one thing, all these tools, right, all these APM tools working in the concept called agents. Okay. What we have to do, we'll pretty much wherever you want to monitor certain things. Say an example, you want to monitor application server, or you want to monitor web server, DB server, whatever you want to monitor, there you should have one agent which is actually doing the activity, which is actually collecting the data, and it is sending to the AppDynamics. That is how the entire architecture is there. Okay, architecture is designed in such a way. Not only this true, if you go and see whatever the leading APM tools in the industry, everything is actually going in the concept called agent. Okay, you need to have agent. That agent will actually capture the data, send back to the UI. That is how it is really working. Okay. Similarly, AppDynamics is also one of the tool where I want to install agent into the respective machine, and then I'll collect the data. Okay, I'll collect the data. So in that case, first we should have a clarity. What are all the application types that we can actually monitor? Okay, say like somebody can ask me, right? My application is a Java application. Will AppDynamics will support? My application is a .NET application. Will AppDynamics will support? Like that? Everybody will have their thought process in the mind that how AppDynamics will support, how AppDynamics will support my application. So this is just a sample set that they mentioned in their blog, AppDynamics blog. What are all the agents that they are supporting? Okay, say what they are saying, we are supporting Java, we are supporting .NET, we are supporting PHP, Python, Node.js, and then they are helping you to do the real user monitoring, and then iOS can be monitored, iOS mobile application I'm saying. Android mobile application can be monitored, database agents are available, C++ application can also be monitored. This is what the set of agents that they are mentioned in their website. Okay, and then they are also mentioned whatever the browser support they are having. Pretty much they are covering all the browser support. Like don't think like UG browser and all missing. That is all mobile related. On the desktop, these are the things that they are able to support. Okay, and then we should have a clarity that just a minute. Yeah. So this is our course content, right? Basically, we started with certain things. So pretty much AppDynamics is having two deployment models. One is SaaS model. The other one is your on-premises model. Okay, SaaS model. Another one is on-premises model. Maybe I'll say like SaaS versus on-premise. Okay, SaaS versus on-premise. SaaS means everybody knows that software as a service. The vendor is providing the software as a service. Okay. Anybody started asking questions?
This is Zahid, and I do have a question on go back on agents. And you mentioned that Java, .NET, PHP, Python, iOS, and all these C++ applications can be monitored. How about the container?
Yeah, it is
Docker, Kubernetes.
It is available, Zahid. It is available.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. Thanks for your question.
And just one question here.
Yeah, Manoj.
Do they support mainframe application? Like we have one in Dynatrace using Activate. Do they support mainframe as well?
Yeah, AppDynamics do that, but I'll tell you just a minute. You can see here there is a visibility license. Mainframe visibility license. Once you are having this one, you can do the monitoring. It is not that they like other agent monitoring, right? Here they are having a separate license called mainframe visibility license. Okay, that they only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your question. So on-premises and then SaaS model, right? So you should have a clarity why people are going to SaaS model or why people are going to on-premises model. Okay, say I'm a banking customer or insurance customer. Always my mind will say my data should be secure. My data should be safe enough to handle it. So in that case, what will I do? I don't let my data to go out of my firewall. I will not allow somebody to read my data, see my data, right? So in that case, all the banking customers and insurance customers are always they will think about on-premises model only because they don't want to store their data outside the environment. But if you consider a retail customer, okay, retail customer, what is the problem? They will store a lot of data in a single day. Lot of logs will be stored. Lot of files will be stored. In that case, if you are maintaining the infrastructure, think about it. How much of a money that you have to spend for infrastructure itself, right? So you think about it. So in that case, SaaS model is the right choice because the vendor is going to handle the infrastructure. The vendor is going to store all the data. The vendor is going to maintain the backup process and everything. You don't want to worry at all. You don't want to check whether my data is safe or secure or whatever, right? So in that case, SaaS model is very, very useful for the retail customer. So for banking and insurance customer, they are thinking about data security and data breaching issues. So they are preferring to have it in the on-premises model. For retail customer, anyway, they are going to store a lot of data. So they are going to use the SaaS model. Okay, so now we have a clarity. SaaS model means we are going to only pay for the license. Pay for the license. The vendor is going to handle the infrastructure, handle the licensing part, handle the backup procedure, everything they are going to do. But if you are purchasing an on-premises model, license only provided by the vendor. The infrastructure and other stuff, we are going to maintain it. So in that case, there is a risk. There is a risk involved if you are having a on-premises model because if there is no backup process set in place, then you will tend to lose all your data. You will lose all your data. So we have to make sure whether what decision that we are going to take it. If the decision, if you are going to have it in the on-premises model, make sure we are doing all the backup procedures and everything proper. Okay. If you are using SaaS model, you don't want to worry at all. You are going to only pay for the licensing, everything, the bundle cost that you are going to pay for it. That is what the only thing you are going to think about it. So I'll stop here. Anybody have any question till now? Please ask your question, guys, please.
On what basis they usually charge, like based on the RAM configuration and sorry, CPU configuration or RAM configuration? On what basis they basically charge for license?
Say basically a licensing cost involved with the agents. Okay.
Okay.
Every time whenever you are trying to buy a license, okay, just a minute. You can see this is whatever your pro, advanced, peak. With that you can see what is actually available for each and everything. Okay, what is the features that are available for pro license advanced license and peak license. Based on that, you can get your benefit. You're able to understand it?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So, that is what about your on-premises and the SaaS model. Based on your requirement, what I really want to have, right? Based on that, you can get the deployment model. But I would say nowadays everybody started doing a SaaS model deployment only instead of an on-premises model, because everybody moving towards cloud, right? Cloud, containers, Kubernetes, like that only people are started talking. So that is the reason this on-premises is taking a less priority when compared to the SaaS model. Okay. So not only that, say if you are asking me the architecture, okay, architecture of SaaS model or architecture of your on-premises model. Okay, so not much of a difference in the way the working is happening, but I'll tell you the major difference. Okay, major difference. So first of all, I'll explain the SaaS architecture. Okay, say as I mentioned, each and every place, say like I want to monitor Java, I want to monitor .NET, or I want to monitor PHP, each and every location I will install a agent. Okay, so these are the agents, whatever they represented here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these are agents. So what will happen? It will collect the data, it will send, it is a unidirectional. You can see the direction is moving towards SaaS platform. Okay, the direction is a one direction. It is moving towards SaaS platform. So in SaaS platform, it is in cloud. It is in cloud. What it is doing, all the data are collected. So you can see the numbers are actually represented here. 1 means what, 2 means what, everything is actually available. So the 7, 8, 9, 10 are inside the cloud. Okay, there is a synthetic monitoring service, event service, end user, real user monitoring service, and 10th one is a controller. Okay, controller is nothing but your UI. Okay, so basically what is happening, whatever the data that you are sending, right, there should be a storage, there should be a UI. What they represent, there should be a storage and there should be a UI. That is actually sits under the load balancer. That is the reason it is mentioned like this. So this is about the architecture, basic simple architecture. What is happening? Agents are collecting the data. It is a unidirectional representation. It is sending the data to the UI, which is there in the cloud, which is a SaaS model, right? Which is there in the cloud. Inside that, there are internal components, nothing but your database, your UI, your storage. That is the only thing which is available inside the SaaS model. Okay, that is about the SaaS architecture. But if you go to the on-premises architecture, similar thing, exactly similar thing. Only thing is, instead of having those components inside the cloud, we are having a separate machine. Okay, say like you can see the same agents are there in the left hand side, right hand side, the same things are there, the same event services, end user monitoring, controller infrastructure, everything is same things are there. Only thing, you deployed it into your on-premises, you are deployed it into your within the firewall in your own machine. That is what the difference between your on-premises and the SaaS model architecture. So I'll repeat again, all the agents will be deployed into the respective machine. All are unidirectional. It will send the data to your server, basically AppDynamics server. So AppDynamics server, if it is there in the cloud or if it is there in the on-premises, in that way, the deployment model is actually differentiated. Any question till now, guys?
Quick question. When you say AppDynamics server, is that controller?
Yeah, controller, correct.
Okay.
Control. Yeah. So I thought of using a generic term. That is the reason I use server, but it's actually specifically called as controller. Yeah, correct.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah. So we'll move on to the AppDynamics, maybe straight away I'll show certain things. So as I mentioned in the previous demo session also, what I mentioned is that we are going to learn Java agent configuration. Java agent configuration. Okay. So in order to show that everybody should aware of certain things, right? Like how the configuration should be there and those stuff. So usually I encourage everybody. You should have an application in your machine. There should be a sample application in your machine. Then only you can learn a lot of stuff. Okay, because the money that we are paying, it should be worth enough to learn something, right? So that is the reason I'm giving all these things to you. So first of all, I'll go step by step, and then we'll learn it. Okay, step one. Okay, step one. I'm going to download Apache Tomcat server. First of all, download Apache Tomcat server. Okay. Say how we can do. I'll show you maybe. Go to internet, type Apache Tomcat server community maybe. Okay, community download. Okay, if you are giving like this, the first link you can go to the Apache Tomcat server. There in the left hand side, you can click the Tomcat version which you want to do the download, and then you can download it to your based on your need, whether it is a 32-bit or 64-bit or whatever. Okay, you can do the download. Okay, so next, so here I downloaded it. I kept it in my local, which is this one. You can see Apache Tomcat server 9.0.30. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this is the one. So what will I do? Those were our students, right? Isha students. What we usually do, sometimes people will say, I don't know what to download, how to download, where to download, links are not working. There are many things will be there, right? So what we will usually do, we will share this dump file in Google Drive. You can download it straight away, download it from the Google Drive and use it for your purpose. So in order to know that what you are doing only, I showed you in Google how you have to do that download, or else straight away I'll share the dump to you through the link Google Drive with all your mail ID if you're providing all your mail IDs, so that I can share that with you. Okay, so basically you are going to download it first. Okay, download, and then the step two is configure the just I'll go inside this, inside the folder, inside the conf folder, there is a file called Tomcat user. Say like configure Tomcat user file. Okay, configure Tomcat user. Second step. Okay, so what is that meaning? Right click, edit that file. Inside that, we have to add one new line. This is a line, we have to add it. Okay, I'll copy this and then paste it in the chat also. You guys can note it down. This is usually nothing but you are creating a user profile. That's all we are doing. We are creating a user profile. Okay, so we are creating a user profile. We are adding this line. Okay, this also what I usually do to everyone, every student, I will share this file, this particular file to everyone. I'll share this file to everyone. You can copy, download, copy and replace it inside the folder itself straight away. Instead of doing it, you can replace the file whichever I'm sharing with you. Okay, that is also we will do. Okay, so once you're doing the configuration, what you can do, the step three is you are going to start the server. Start the server, Apache server. Okay. Apache server, we are going to start it. How you are going to do that? Very simple. You are going inside the bin folder. Bin folder. Okay. In the address bar, there is a top address bar is there, right? If you click there, it will select the entire thing, right? It will select the entire thing, right? Type CMD, enter. It will open to the path directly. It will open to the path directly. Then what is a startup command for that? Startup.batch file. Inside that folder, there is a batch file called startup.batch file is there. Okay. So what you can do, click enter. Click enter. Basically, it has to start the server. It has to start the server. Okay. So it is starting the server. So I'll tell you one more thing. Here somebody will face problem. Somebody will face problem. Why? Because the Apache Tomcat server is running in Java, right? So you need to install JDK. You need to install JDK. The preferred version is JDK 1.8. What I'm expecting, you guys should install Oracle JDK 1.8. Oracle JDK 1.8. So what I usually do is that, like, I usually share the JDK version also, dump file. Those who are providing the mail ID, right? For them, I'll provide the JDK file also. So you can install it in your machine with the Oracle JDK. Okay, Oracle JDK. Okay, so this is how the server is starting, right? First and foremost thing is that we need to check the server is properly running or what. The server is properly running or what. How I can check it? Type localhost colon 8080 and then enter. This page should come. This page should come. Okay. If everybody can ask me this question. How did you know that localhost colon 8080 is the one which I have to launch? Right. So you can go to the you can go to the conf folder, same conf folder. Under server, there is a server file. Under server file, if you scroll down, it will be mentioned with which port that is actually running. You can see the connector port is 8080. That is the reason I use localhost colon 8080. So those who wish to change the port also, you can change it. It is not that always you have to use 8080. If you want to change it, you can change. Based on your preferable port number, you can change it and use it. Okay. So I don't want to change it. That is the reason I used by default port 8080 and I launched the application. Okay, I launched it. The first step is work. Okay, launch the application. I'll close this file. Start the server. Step 4 is launch the application using localhost colon 8080. Okay, it is launched. And then the step 5 is click on manager app. You have to click on manager app. I'm clicking. You can see there is a pop-up is coming. Okay, the step 5 is click on manager app. Okay, so if I click it, there is a pop-up is coming. So now you will realize why I created the user beforehand, right? I created one user, right? Tomcat user file. So there I created a user called Tomcat. Tomcat is the one I created. If I click enter, it will go to the configuration page. It will go to the configuration page. So for that reason only I used the Tomcat user file, right? That file. Okay. Now what I can do, I can deploy the war file. Deploy the war file. So what will I do, guys? I'll share the war file to everyone. You have to go here, select a war file to upload, choose a war file, and then I will provide this war file to everyone. What you have to do, you have to select this and then click deploy. Okay, click deploy. Once you are clicking that, there will be a file uploaded here. You can see it is uploaded here. Okay, it is uploaded here. So if you click this link, that's all. Our application is working. Our application is working. So this is how all your developer in your team, they are deploying the WAR file. This is how they are sharing the URL to you. This is the URL. This URL they will share with you. Instead of localhost, they will type the IP address and then share with you everyone. So till now, whatever I did is that I prepared one application. I prepared one application for my monitoring. Any question till now, guys?
So you will make those WAR file and JDK and Apache Tomcat available to Google Drive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, correct, right?
Okay, so just share the Google Drive location at the end of the class, and then
no, you share your mail ID. You share your Gmail ID. I will do that. Share.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. So the application is ready, guys. Okay, the application is ready. Now we are going to monitor this application. So application ready, we are going to do the monitoring. So as I mentioned in my initial discussion also, what did I mention? I mentioned like agent should be installed, right? Agent should be installed in the respective places. Then only your data capture will be happening. That is how I mentioned, right? So what I should do now? I should download the agent, the AppDynamics agent, and then where my servers are running, right? There I need to deploy that agent, and then data should be collected. Data should be collected. Okay, I'll show you. Straight away, I'm going to the AppDynamics. Okay, AppDynamics I can go. Already one application is configured. What will I do? I will delete this application. Actually, nobody will do like this and all, but you guys should know, right? From end to end, that is the reason I'm doing like this. First of all, what you have to do, you have to create an application. You have to create an application. Click OK. Click OK. And then, as I mentioned, right, what are all the different agents that are available, right? It is available in the list now. These are the things that are available. So I'm pretty much aware that I'm going to do a Java agent configuration, right? Java agent configuration that I'm going to do. So what I'm doing, I'm selecting this Java. Okay, Java I selected. And then I'm going to interact with my developer. I'm going to ask them whether our application is a Sun JRocket JVM or it is a IBM JVM. We need to have a discussion with our developer and then get the clarity. In my case, our JPEG store application that I'm using, right? That is actually a Sun JRocket JVM. I'm sure. I know. I had a discussion with the people and then I got the clarity that it is a Sun JRocket JVM. Okay. So I selected it. And then scrolling down. Configure. This is our tenant URL. Actually, this is our SaaS account URL. Okay. And then scrolling down. Fourth step, what we are saying, download the agent installer. Download the agent installer. If I click download, what will happen? It will basically download it to my local. Okay, say this is the one. I'll show you. This is the one. I downloaded this file and I extracted this file. Okay, I downloaded this file and I extracted this file. Okay, so what is the next step they are saying? Install the app agent in this method. They are saying unzip it and then you have to add the argument like this. Actually, there is a procedural document is there. Say like if I select the Apache Tomcat, there is an installation step is actually there. It is already there. But I will tell you the easiest thing. So what I can do, I can go to the bin folder. There is a file called catalina.bat file. You have to edit that file. Okay. So say like in the initial declaration and all completed, there is an initial declaration and all completed. At some point of time, you need to add one line. This is a line we have to add it. Okay. I'll copy paste into the group in the chat also. You guys can take it. Okay. So what is that meaning? You are setting a catalina.opts value. You are setting a catalina.opts value. And what they mentioned in the AppDynamics, you remember, they are saying this you have to add. This you have to add. So what I am doing, very simple. Java agent : and then where I kept my Java agent.jar. You can go and see here. Inside this folder, there is a Java agent.jar file is there. Java agent.jar file there. So you can copy the entire path and then paste it here. Very simple, right? You are configuring that path. So what happened? We downloaded the agent and we configure the path of the agent inside your Catalina file. Catalina file is nothing but your application server. Java agent you are configuring. You are configuring the Java agent inside your Apache Tomcat server. Okay. So I'm saving this file, closing this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to shut down my server. I'm going to shut down my server because already my server is running. I did the configuration now. So basically, what should I do now? I should restart my server, right? That is what I'm predominantly doing now. So I can say like start. So please observe, guys. Now you have to observe one thing. If I click enter, right away in the left hand side window, agent started successfully message will come. Okay, you can see now. You can see full agent registration. It is starting. You can see the agents are actually loading. All agent classes have been preloaded. Message is coming. So guys, please make sure when you are doing this activity also, this message should come. If it is not coming, then somewhere you are not properly doing the configuration. Okay, this message should come. The Java agent started successfully. Message should come. If you are not doing it, then there is a problem. Okay.
So Shivram, I have a question here. So these config file, this config file that you are reconfiguring with a few lines, these are application server. Fortunately, this is on your local machine currently running, but in production environment, these are on a real WebLogic or Apache or commercial servers. So you have to have access to the config location to do this configuration. If I'm not mistaken, is that
true?
Okay.
So yeah, Ragis, that is the prerequisite, right? In order to do a monitoring, you should have a configuration. So that is a prerequisite. And these guys are got the all kind of a security certificate and all, these AppDynamics people. So they are claiming that we are secure and we are not creating any kind of a overhead also. If you are doing this kind of a configuration, we will not create any overhead and all. That is what these people are claiming, right? Okay. That is how the monitoring is happening. Okay. So the server is started now. So what I can do, I can scroll down maybe. It is saying agent connected. Straight away it is saying agent connected. And we need to create some data. Data is nothing but what? You have to access that application. You have to access that application continuously. Then only your load will be collected by the agent, and then your data will be sending it to the AppDynamics. So usually it has to be done manually. Actually saying it has to be done manually. But what I did, in order to, I don't want to waste the time and all. Usually, what I do, I created one Jmeter script. I created one Jmeter script for that JPET store application. So what will I do? Usually, I'll give some user load, start the test. Instead of I'm doing it, the tool will do it. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm opening already created script. I will share this script also with everyone. Okay, you guys can use it. Okay, so I can give some like some one user load for now. Continuously one user will be loading. If I give this, no, usually it will take 2 to 3 minutes. We'll wait for some time. Okay, we'll wait for some time, and the data will be collected by the app, and we'll see that. Just a minute. We'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes.
So while we wait, can I fire a question?
Yeah, please, Zai.
Yeah. So the AppDynamics, you have to create an account with them for this SaaS that I see, controller and all that you are sharing. So can we go and create an account and the account is valid for some time for our practice, or how does it work?
Yeah. That is what I'm going to show you tomorrow, Saigit.
Okay.
That is a session planned tomorrow. Yeah, I'll explain
Perhaps
that.
yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, Saigit. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your question. So let it run for 1 or 2 minutes. Continuously, the load will be going to the application. Okay. So we'll go back to the application tab. Till now the traffic is not actually coming here. So I'll tell you. We configured the application. Okay, we configured the application by deleting a older application. We deleted one older application and we configured the new application. So now we should have a clarity, guys. Okay, what we did actually, whether how it is actually reflecting, that understanding you should have. There is a file called controller info. Actually, this displays nothing but I downloaded one Java agent, right? That part only. Don't get confused. I downloaded one Java agent, right? Inside that there is a conf folder is there, and inside that there is a controller info file is there. Controller info. If you open that, there are configurations are available. There are configurations are available. Actually saying our tenant address, in which port it is communicating, all those things are there. Actually saying, okay. So what I'm going to do cleverly, instead of I'm totally relying on AppDynamics, I'm going to play around with that. Say what I'm going to do, I'm going to give application name as JPET store. Application name as JPET store. Okay. Tier is nothing but your app tier. Okay. App tier. Okay. Node is nothing but app node. Simply I'm giving a name for these things. Okay, name for these things. So what did I configure? JPET store is the name of the application, and then app tier is the tier name, and then app node is the node name. Okay, I'll explain each and everything. Don't worry. I'm just giving the naming convention. So I'm saving this file. I'm saving this file and then closing this file. Okay. So I'll stop this load test also for some time. So going back to the same folder again, I'm going to multi-release, no, not multi-release, version. Inside the version, inside the conf folder, there is a controller info file is there. You can edit that. See to that the same things are there again. Okay, same things are there also. What I'm doing, I'm simply copying this. Just a minute. Okay, I'm simply copying the same name to that application name, and then copying the same tier name to the tier name, and then to the same node name to the same node name. So here also I configure the same thing, saving this file. Okay, now guys, now what I'm going to do, I'm going back here, back to application. Okay, back to create application, Java. Okay, now I'll quickly shut down my server once, and then because my Java agent configuration, I did it something newly, right? So what I can do, I can start up that. Actually, the server is starting now. So how cleverly you can validate this, you can go to the app agent. There you have version, inside that logs are there. Okay, so you can see quickly one folder got created. You're able to see app node is a folder got created. We did not do anything, right? We configured the XML file, that's all. Straight away the folder is actually created. So this is how you have to debug that whatever you are doing is actually working or what. Okay, so it is actually created. Still the server is actually starting. We'll see that what is happening. Okay, server started. Now if I start this script again, we'll wait for the load to be created. We'll see what's happening. You can see, guys, there is one application is detected by AppDynamics. Everybody able to see? Everybody able to see? So the application is actually detected by AppDynamics. The application name is this one, and then tier name, node name, and all we configured, right? All those things will be coming shortly. Shortly, the data will be collected and it will be coming here. So now we have a clarity, whatever we did it. So I'll go back here, say deployed the war file. Step 7, what I did, I need to download the app agent from AppDynamics. Step 8 is configure the app agent path in Catalina file. Okay, step 8 is that one. And then step 9. Step 9 is access the application. Step 10 will be data population. That's all. These are the different steps that we are actually doing in order to capture the data. You can see very quickly there is a flow map will be created by the AppDynamics. You can see app tier. Tier name is app tier. Whatever we give, it is actually coming here. Till now, any question, guys? Till now, any question? Yeah. So
Question here. A quick go back.
go back where?
I see there is Java. So and you mentioned Sun JRocket JVM or IBM JVM. So is it that the app server that's running on the Java or the application that was built in using that particular Java?
App server running on Java.
Okay. So the app server that which is Apache Tomcat right now, you know that is running on some JRocket. Is that if I'm not,
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sure. So basically, here we are doing data gathering. There are a lot of informative, interesting things you can see in AppDynamics. What is that? Say your application is a multi-tier, multi-node application, and most of the performance tester will not have a clarity that whether which applications talk to which application. You will not have any clarity. But here, using this APM tool, this AppDynamics tool, you can easily identify the front end talks to back end talks to DB, DB talks to middleware, like that. It will auto detect the flow if you have an agent installed. If you have an agent installed, it will auto detect the flow, basically. Okay, I will show that maybe in the subsequent sessions. We have a lot of things to learn. So I will show you how is that working, how the data is actually populating. All those things we will learn. Okay. So maybe if you do not have further questions, we'll wrap it up for today's session. So basically, what I'm expecting is that those who are interested to proceed with this, as I mentioned on that day also, please use this link. Okay, please reach out to Kumar sir for further payment related things or the URL related things. So please reach out to Kumar. I'll share this link to everyone. For course content related things also, you can verify this. Okay. Thanks for giving this opportunity again for taking this demonstration to everyone. Thanks all. So I hope in tomorrow's session we'll travel again for the AppDynamics session. Okay. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. It was a great session.
Yeah. Thank you, Nega.
So we will be waiting for Zahid here. We will be waiting for Google Drive and also the video.
Yeah. I'll request the Isha team to share all those things with you. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good night.
Yeah.
Sarana, we'll get this session, right? We can check if you want any.
Yeah. The video will be shared to you, Tirupati. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Sharon, actually, do we have classes on Saturday and Sunday as well?
No. It is planned only with this.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.